Yesterday, we discovered one of the big new features in Soccer Manager 2026, Objectives, a feature that adds a huge amount of depth to each career mode. But we still had something very important to see, the new Manager Upgrade Tree. In this video, I'm going to explain in detail how this new mechanic works, the new features it brings, and, most importantly, how to spend your attribute points correctly to get the most out of your managerial career. Let's check it out. To start, I need to explain how to earn attribute points and also the difference between experience points. Attribute points are earned every time you level up. And now I have to say that compared to Soccer Manager 2025, which had 25 levels, in Soccer Manager 2026, there are 500 levels. So we can earn tons of attribute points. And here's a question many people ask. Won't we accumulate a lot of points? What do we do with the leftover points? Well, the point is that our manager's upgrade tree will reset with each new career mode save. That is, if I start playing Soccer Manager 2026 with Liverpool and upgrade the manager to the maximum, if I then start a new career mode with Arsenal, I won't keep the upgrades I made to my manager, and therefore, I will have lost the points I spent. This seems like a pretty good thing to me, because with each career mode you play, you have to improve your manager little by little. Plus, with the advantages that upgrading gives you, it makes you think about how to invest these points depending on the team you have. Therefore, there are several game options in each career mode. Before seeing what you get with each manager upgrade, let's explain the difference between attribute points and blue experience points. As the name suggests, experience points are the points you get when you gain experience. Note that I'm level 32 with 2,117 points, and if I look at the blue points I have, they're still 217. So, blue points equal experience. There's no more. Attribute points only serve to improve the manager tree. Let's explain what you can improve with this new feature that has arrived in Soccer Manager 2026. To start, we'll see that there are 3 different types of sections. Let's go through them one by one. We have the training section, which, if we improve the first level, will unlock the extra slot we have at the end of our training and will be a 2x benefit to the training we put in that slot. Going down the next 6 levels, we'll see a training improvement benefit, which we spend 5% on points. Once we reach the halfway point of the training attribute tree, we can change the slot we unlocked at the first level from giving a 2% benefit to a 3% benefit. If we go down one more level, we'll only have 3 training improvements: attacking, technical, and defensive training, which will go from a 5% to a 10% benefit. It's strange that they don't also include the other 3 missing benefits, and before the most important improvements, we have an increase to 4% in the benefits of the extra slot we've unlocked. Finally, in the tree, we have a 5% benefit for young players, which I understand will be players under 22 years old. Finally, in the training section, we still have to see the 2 benefits that will be unlocked once the tree is completed, and which are also the ones that, in my opinion, are the most broken. We have the one on the left, which will give you a 5% buff to players whose ratings are dropping. This means that older players who are already dropping in rating will do so 5% slower with this upgrade. To see which players are dropping in rating, just go to training and look at the ones with the red arrow pointing down. This may not be visible in the beta yet, but I imagine the red arrow will be visible in the full game. The upgrade on the right gives you the benefit of 5% faster progress for players who are at their peak, which I imagine will be all players with the green arrow. Moving on to the second section of the manager, the business manager. Unlike the training manager, which had 15 upgrade options, this business manager has 13 upgrade options, but instead of 2 broken options, it has 4. We start with the first level, which gives us a 5% increased chance that free agents will be interested in signing for our club, ideal for small clubs with little prestige. Moving down to the left, we have a 5% buff on what the clubs you're competing with will pay for a player. And the bottom upgrade will make it more likely that highly rated players will sign with your club. In the middle upgrades, we have a buff when renewing players' contracts. They'll ask for a 5% lower salary than they normally would. And the bottom upgrade is that new signings will ask for a lower signing bonus. The upgrades on the right side are selling players for 2.5% more than you would without this upgrade. And keep an eye on this one, a 5% higher chance that a player can join your club on loan, ideal for smaller clubs. Going down further, we see that new players' salaries will be 5% lower. And finally, new signings will ask for a 10% lower signing bonus. Now we look at the improvements that offer the most potential in terms of business. Clubs will bid 10% less for the players you want to sign. You'll be able to sell players for 20% more than normal. A very high increase, honestly. And the one I like the most, you'll receive 2 more offers for your player, so a player who might not be interested in joining certain clubs is more likely to be interested with the 2 new clubs. And the one I like the most, and the one that makes the game much better in my opinion, is that it allows you to sign a player who is retiring this season. For example, if Cristiano Ronaldo retires at the end of the season, if we unlock this, we can sign him and keep him for a season. A real success adding this by Invincible Games. And last but not least, we have the tactical section, where we have 14 upgrade options. The first option increases players' loyalty to your club, so players will send you fewer messages saying they want to leave the team because they don't have enough quality, among other messages. Starting from the left, players have an 80% greater chance of playing better in matches against important opponents. That's a big percentage, honestly. A step to the right will improve player morale recovery, improving their morale more quickly. And a step further to the right will improve players who come out of the youth academy with greater potential. Moving down to the second row, young players will have a higher rating in matches. Players will recover fitness 20% faster, ideal if we play a lot of competitions. And players will make 5% fewer demands, such as asking to start in the next match. In the third row, we'll have 2.5% more team chemistry. Facilities will take 10% less time to upgrade, and young players will develop 5% faster. In row 4, young players will have 10% more chemistry, and the pre-match boost will be 0.05% more powerful. Moving on to the 2 best benefits of the tactical section, players will retire at an older age on your team. If a player would retire in 2026, they will retire in 2027, and players in the youth academy will leave with a higher rating. Honestly, I think these manager improvement sections are a very good improvement for Soccer Manager 2026. Because, like the objectives, they add a lot of variety and depth to each career mode, making it unique. And it'll also make us think about managing points well, since they're not easy to earn and they run out quickly. Tell me your opinion on this. Once the full game is released, I'll give you tips on how to improve depending on the teams you have. So don't miss anything about Soccer Manager 2026 and subscribe to the channel, activating the notification bell. Finally, leave a like, which will unlock the option to hype the video, so don't miss this opportunity. See you in the next video.